Hi, this is Kurt Wells, bringing you a short video on Section 8 for landlords, and including in this video are two startling facts about Section 8. This information is brought to you by the Facebook fan page, Free Help for Real Estate Investors. And there's Free Help for Real Estate Investors. It's a page where you can go and post your information, post questions, post requests for assistance, and if you're a real estate investor, you can also post the type of help that you can make available. And if you want to know who's talking to you, that's me. Well, let's talk about Section 8. If we go to Wikipedia, Section 8 housing, it tells us that Section 8 derives its name from the Section 8 of the Housing Act of 1937. That's where Section 8 gets its name from. We scroll down to the summary, we find that Section 8 programs are involving a voucher program. And the vouchers are either project-based, where the housing authority owns the property and runs it, or private individuals, where it's tenant-based, and the tenant chooses where they're going to stay. They're all administered by public housing authorities, or public housing agencies. So where can you find your public housing authority? If you go to Google and just Google housing authorities, you'll come up with a number of choices, but probably top on the list of the organic choices is one here called Links to Housing Authority Websites. If you click on that, this site is put together by the Public Housing Authorities Directors Association, and it's all of the housing authorities in all 50 states plus Puerto Rico. So it's a great resource, and you can find your state and pick out all of the agencies that are in your state and pick out specific ones if you're interested in one specific city. So we live in Florida and in Palm Beach County, so I'm going to pick West Palm Beach Housing Authority, and let's see what their site looks like. So here we are at the West Palm Beach Housing Authority's website, and you'll notice, like most Section 8 housing authorities, the first thing they want to let people know is that there's a waiting list. In fact, sometimes there's no waiting list because they're not even accepting any individuals for the waiting list. It's closed. It's a very popular program. And if we scroll down, we find kind of a general overall mission statement of this housing agency, the West Palm Housing Agency, but it models the mission statement of most housing agencies. It says West Palm Beach Housing Authority was established to provide safe, decent, and affordable housing to individuals and families with limited financial resources. And if we scroll down a little bit further, on this site it says Landlord Opportunities. We click on that. It takes us to another page on their site that says, what does the landlord need to do? And it tries to give you a basic overall understanding of what's involved in becoming a Section 8 landlord. And there are a lot of different information on there. How often does the housing authority inspect the unit? What does the unit need to have to pass inspection? How much rent can you charge? How do you select the family? What are some of the benefits? But as you notice right at the top, it says here that property owners wishing to participate in Section 8 program can go to gosection8.com and register and post their property. So basically what it's telling you is that the first step is making your property known to people that are on Section 8 that your property is available for rent. So let's find Section 8 startling fact number 1. So all you've got to do to start receiving Section 8 rent checks is just find a tenant with a Section 8 voucher and have them decide that he or she wants to move to your vacant property. So when we go to this page telling us more about GoSection8.com, this is giving us some basic information about what this GoSection8.com website is all about. It's a national database put together and administered so that it provides listings of all the different properties all over the United States that are available for Section 8 tenants to rent. So if you post your property there, a Section 8 tenant who's not happy where they are can go and look and find another place and maybe pick your property. On this particular site, there's a brochure provided by GoSection8.com that tells a little bit about how to get started as a Section 8 landlord, and also for the tenants about how they can participate in the program. By the way, all of the sites that I'm showing you, I'll be providing you a document that gives you the links to all of these different sites that I'm showing you here. So if we're up here and we click for this GoSection8, that takes us here. We can put in a zip code of anywhere in the United States and search for the rentals. When we do that, it shows us rentals, current Section 8 rentals in any area that you're interested in. We have a property in Dania Beach, so that shows that zip code. But here's, when we put in that zip code, here's all the different properties. And you'll see in Dania Beach alone, there's 19 properties currently listed in there. And it'll tell you all the properties that are available, how much rent they're currently charging for that property, how many bedrooms, how many baths. If you click on this little icon here, it'll tell you more about that particular property and give you pictures. So that could be your property with those pictures and all that information. All the property details, how much the rent is, how many bedrooms, how many square feet, some pictures, and how to contact you. And you'll see over here to list your property. So if you want to list your property, you click on that and it takes you to this page. List your property with GoSection8.com. And all you need to do is just put your contact information in here to register with GoSection8.com. It's a free service. There are two different types of memberships. One's a free one that can just have you post your property like the ones that you saw back on that other page. And there's a paid membership, and that has some also has some specific advantages, and I'll talk about in just a moment. But put your information in there to get signed up with GoSection8.com, and you'll be able to list your property. Here's some of the advantages of using GoSection8 and Section 8. You'll receive guaranteed rent. Your rent comes to you usually on the first of the month. The check is there. It's a great program. You'll establish rent stability, both in your rental income and in your occupancy rates, because Section 8 tenants tend to move a lot less than others do. So if they're happy where they are, they're going to stay. You'll decrease the turnover. So rent stability in the rental income and in the rental occupancy will do two things. It increases your profitability of your property, and it also, when you have a stabilized property, it increases the property value, which makes it easier for you to sell and get a higher price when you sell your property, and also to get higher current values when you're refinancing. You'll benefit from government screening. Section 8, the program, pre-screens all of the participants in it, and they are looking for two main things that they're screening out. They're screening out history of violent criminal history, and they're also screening out any drug use that they can find, drug selling or drug use. You notice you'll be able to find tenants immediately. I'll get back to that one. You can add your rental to the housing authority list, and when you do that, it'll list your property to all of the housing authorities in your area, so not just one but all of them in your area. You'll automatically multiply your listings. So when you use and post your property on GoSection8.com, in addition to all the housing authorities in your area, they're going to post it automatically to these 20 additional rental sites. So you're going to get a lot of exposure without a lot of work and additional work on your part, and you can do all of this for free if you like. So let's go get back to that one. Find tenants immediately. It says using GoSection8.com, it's got hundreds of thousands of registered Section 8 tenants on that are looking for housing. Find local tenants. So if we click on that, it takes us to this page. You scroll down, pick out your state or the state that you're interested in. Pick the county in that state. And here it's showing current Section 8 tenants that are in that particular county. Their name, what type of property they're renting, how much the rent is, what city they're in, whether they have a voucher or not. So most of these people have vouchers, but some of them are on the waiting list but have no voucher. And you'll notice here it says upgrade to be able to contact them directly. So here's the second startling fact. Startling fact number 2 about Section 8 is that if you sign up for the premium membership, with one that's $49 a month with GoSection8.com, you can make direct contact with current Section 8 voucher holders in your area. So if you use that premium membership for $49 a month, you would be able to get the contact information for all of these individuals and contact them and say, hey, I've got a property similar to what you're renting right now that you might like to come and take a look at. And if you're interested in doing that and being able to contact them, $49 a month will get you there. By the way, I looked at this. You'll notice down here there's about 10 names on a page, and I went through and I found there were over 100 pages. I stopped at 100, which would mean there will be over 1,000 individuals just in Broward County alone that are currently on the Section 8 database that I would be able to contact if I wanted to speed up this process and find a Section 8 approved tenant already that has a voucher, and see if I could interest them in coming to my property and renting it. So here's your action plan. Locate the housing authority in your area. Make contact with them. Go and visit their office. They'll be happy to see you. They probably will have a packet of information that they'll be happy to provide you with. They may have a workshop scheduled to tell you more about becoming a Section 8 property owner, property landlord. You can register and post your property on GoSection8.com. That's that national database. We'll start letting current Section 8 voucher holders know about your property. When you let prospective Section 8 tenants know, let them know that they're welcome at your property. So not only by posting on GoSection8.com, but also in your advertising that you do. If you're doing newspaper ads or flyers, any advertising that you're doing about your rental vacancy, let them know that Section 8 is okay. When you post a sign that the property is for rent, put a little note on there that says Section 8 okay, so that the Section 8 tenants know right off the bat that they're welcome and let them start calling you. Start learning what is required to pass the inspection when a Section 8 tenant says yes to coming to your vacancy. So there will be an inspection. Have an idea ahead of time what would be involved in passing that inspection, so that you'll be ready and have your property ready to go when a Section 8 tenant says, I'd like to come and rent your property. So, as I mentioned at the beginning, or somewhere along in there, that I'll be posting a resource where you'll be able to find all of these different websites that I mentioned in the video. But if you like this video about Section 8, real estate investing is a team sport, and together everyone achieves more. So if you liked this video, go to facebook.com, free help for real estate investors. Like our page, put a comment in, a post in, tell us how you like the video. Enter any information that you have about yourself, or your business. You can enter information, photos, videos to promote your property or your business. On that page you can post if there's any real estate investing topic that you would like to have some free help with. You can post it on that, post that request, and we'll see what we can do to help you out. And you can also post if you're a real estate investor and you have help that you can provide to other investors. You can post it on that page. It's a free tool that you can use to start networking with others in real estate investing. Thanks for viewing.